do 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 do. Let it catch up with itself. Do 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 do. All right. Do 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 do. Screw it. Let's get into it. Vampyr. Game that takes place in the olden days of apparently 1918. I believe it's 1918. I believe. They're all empty. New game. Character is fast if you kill citizens. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. Play vampire with low challenges will cut on important part of but allow you to enjoy the story. Choose to embrace. These are harder to kill and hit harder experience points rewarded by killing enemies. Harder experience points rewarded by killing enemies in combat are reduced. Go with hard mode. Fuck it. Go big or go home. Tied to your actions. The more lives you take, the easier the game will be. I don't want to take a lot of lives though. This game's gonna suck for me. About to suck for me. Straight up. But that's alright. We're gonna try and get through it. And if I have to pussy out, then I will. That's just the thing. I'm not afraid to do that. I don't want to do it, ever, but I'm not afraid to do it if I have to. You know?
12
So figured
dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Oof. That's kind of grim. Kind of dark.
Death.
Shit, bruh.
Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and
Oh. Yours in a whole bad kind of way, huh? Oh, we're playing now. Look at that. Bloody trail. When you first awaken, you never know what's actually happening. Just driven.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Excuse me. He's gonna do it. He did it.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary.
What is better if the first person you kill is a rando? Someone you don't know, don't care about. She's gone, dude.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Uh-oh.
These patrols are after me. No, no, don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, you do.
This can't be happening. Over there! No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
What's going on?
Leave
Oh,
me
Mary.
alone.
What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill that thing! Over there!
Who are you?
Oh.
Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Give me the gun. The gun would be useful.
beast! Burn it! Sorry. Steady, boys! No, please, stop! Who are you? He's dead! What do you want?
Alright. Yes, Seth. Yes, it is.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? That'll do the rest of the job. Just
9
leave
enemies.
me.
Oh shit. That's gonna be fun and interesting.
The sun. It feels like it's
Certain
burning me to the
elements.
bone.
Maximum health gauge. Ugh.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Oh shit. Sorry, bud.
I need to find shelter.
Every civilian. Well, I'm a mercy man, so I don't like killing like
anybody
important
there?
NPCs and shit.
What is this place?
This could be interesting. I don't want to kill people. I don't like killing
Seems
like important NPCs.
I should be safe enough here.
I mean, that's true. That's very true. That would make things a little difficult. But I mean, if you only kill who you have to. On top of that, if one of the enemies is not killing anyone, then it's got to be possible. So.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Doesn't help that I'm also playing on the hardest difficulty. So. Oh shit. Someone got hunted down. I'll figure it out.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
How would you know all that when you're dead? Right, bottle of alcohol, hell yeah. Shillings, got money. Not one. Ah, there we go. Request me. Don't loot the second body. Why do you say that? You gotta give me a reason, bruh. Legions do not fear the sun or fire. You want to see what happens if I don't? And they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under rays of daylight, but it hurts them good, real good. You chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen. Its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside. Its eyes melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate with the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off and to finally destroy it. When I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. Oh, wow. Is there something important on the second body? Like, tell me that. If you don't want me to loot it,
I'd better remain here until nightfall.
at least tell me there's something important on the second body. Or don't pick up the gun. Well, second body's got a gun. All you're saying. Alright, man. This is kind of shit I like trying to base my channel off of, so that's fine and dandy. Take a gamble, don't do it.
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as gold.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warrior song. A child born from darkness must give accept of his power.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish.
I'll tell you what. I won't loot the second body, but I'll probably have to take the gun. So that's the body you don't want me to loot, right? Leave that one alone. Oh, that's a cutscene. I don't have a choice. See, I don't have a choice with the gun.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
That's true. Very true.
No, it never got easy.
So the gun I didn't have a choice with. I did not have a choice with that one.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all.
I mean, I was probably going to lay in the bed anyways. It's just
It's a nightmare.
kind of where it's going.
That's it. So be it.
R2 or square, huh?
Rational thinking only.
That's the thing, that is not rational. This is not rational. I'm not shooting myself. Not doing it. But I don't wanna. I don't wanna shoot myself. It's not right. I mean, that's true. I'm a vampire. I can't really die at that rate. I love having my channel be about, like, not always having me as the player, not always having the choice. Right, dies, shit. I definitely shot myself. Yes, because that's P.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who takes blinding sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Right. Hideout, beds allow you to evolve and rest, spend experience points, level up, and improve your vampiric skills. Healing. You drain your own blood and heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. So is that the only thing I can, like, get right now? Increase your health. Increase stamina. Blood cap. Blood spear. Claws. You must like. Also, I have to choose this. Okay. It just allows me to heal. Cool. So that just allows me to heal. Claw, spear, or shadow mist. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. Explode at a short time, causing heavy damage. Bite damage. Increased damage inflicted when using bite in combat. Increase life regeneration. That'd be useful. Closer. Throw a spear made of blood which can pass through enemies in front of you. Ooh. Claws are cool. A strike that will cut all living creatures. You sure? I like health regeneration. Regeneration is fun. Throwing spears is really useful. I don't even have enough experience for damage anyway. So I cannot throw a blood spear. Cool. You don't throw it?
In my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Here's the North Bank. I'm sure they will in time. So that body's gone.
It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Noted.
Here's the leech. Here!
Oof. That's nuts.
My head's spinning. It's locked.
Pretty sure standard they'll eventually get in there. Ooh, what's this? Used steak. Weapons can be used by pressing triangle. They have attacks with special effects and consume stamina. Okay.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Over there!
Go back home.
To use your stake, and inflict stun damage. Ah. X to bite an enemy. Biting on enemy provides you with blood to use. Circle. My dodge.
Strength. A strength I never knew I had.
Oh.
This one stinks already.
All right.
It ain't human!
Ugh.
This shouldn't be possible. Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Interesting. Hoo hi. Ugh. Ah. Ow. Eat it.
My strength. My
Common
reflexes.
handle part.
I'm not human anymore.
No, very clearly not. I can stab someone from 4 or 5 feet away. Very clearly not human. Quarantine, contagious disease. I heard of quarantine too, huh? That sucks. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. It's gonna take a minute, but I'm getting used to it. So I don't have any bullets in my gun. The king country needs you. Join the British ranks to help brave lads at the front. Alright.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you.
Rats.
For what happened to us. I had this thirst for blood. It's locked, all right.
Damn. Come here, rat.
This is despicable.
Yeah,
It's locked.
but it is a lot better. Oof.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. I cannot enter.
Locked again. Money. Uh-huh. Do. Rat.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I can.
What will London have to say to me? I've so many questions unanswered.
More money. Southwark Bridge. District status.
Another coin. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Used to be a doctor.
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
L3 toggle vampiric senses.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Uh-huh. Also very noticeable on screen.
Where has everyone gone?
Hideout. It has available in district. Check your map to locate it. Is it? Yes, it is. You just found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP while resting or craft items at workbench. Cool. I don't actually have a lot of experience. What's this? Common handle part, common trigger part. Bed. Box. Refill all. Sure? Oh, it's ammo. Okay. Crafty. On workbench you can craft medical treatments, serums, weapon upgrades. Treatments. Treatment or for fatigue, anemia, and sepsis. Firearms, I have no ammo at all, as far as I know. Mag, stun 10. Serviceably used by British troops, standard sidearm. And then recyclable. Alcohol, give me a glass vial. Screw spring. Sure. Can't make anything. Follow the killer's trail. So, I can do bite damage, body condition, prowess, blood capacity. Increase your blood absorption when using bite in combat. Did I kill human with a bite? No. It's not a bad idea, to be honest. It doubles the damage right off the rip. Whoo! That's a lot of extra damage when you get all the way up there. Sure, we'll roll some. We'll roll some bite damage real quick. Heal. Nice. I have no idea how much damage my bite does right now. Details. What damage does my bite do? Show the key in a bloody diary. People. Ugh. Vampire senses. Fucking big ass bloody trail. I don't know what this mission is.
At last, a little life.
Welcome,
Hi.
sir, to the Turquoise
How's it going?
Turtle.
I hope I live long enough to see them.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bowl, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on
What's
around
going
here?
on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
Uh-huh.
You
Is it a
make
fairy
it
tale?
sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I mean, that's true.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Alright.
Are they stupid or something?
Excuse me, barkeep.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Right. A long
Why
night.
is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the
Any
police
leads?
have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Right.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets.
Fair.
And I never go outside.
Also fair.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
What a good man. What a good man.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Oh.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
I need to meet him.
To meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door.
I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And, sir...
Yes?
No funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Not long ago, this mess would have given me a laugh.
I want to finish talking to people. Excuse me.
Hello, sir. Are you alright? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, a turquoise turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Always
Are you
open,
always
man.
open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place
We'll
to stay.
find out.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
It's fair.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog. What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I know a dog killing people.
I just want to talk.
It happens.
I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
She doesn't want to talk to you.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
She doesn't want to talk to you at all. You're a fucking creeper. I mean, usually, but not always.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. Anyone?
Jesus. That cross is killing me.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
All right.
And who might you be?
Dr. Edgar Swansea. Okay. 6,000 blood. Healthy. Level 6. Alright, cool. So he's an important person.
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want.
then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree.
Makes a good point.
Indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
Mm-hmm.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What's the Brotherhood?
What exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Okay. Who are you talking to?
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Oh, 1 second, guys.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Demand
I will
answers.
at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
And him. Interrogate the locals. I'm not gonna steal from him.
If Swansea
Yes,
is not
I
my
am.
attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Not long ago, this mess would have given me a laugh.
I think you know something.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I want the
I
truth.
spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop.
Aha!
He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Oh. With the pandemic thing that's going around in the game.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk as usual. My God, his eyes, his face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well...
No, you cool, bro. Thanks for stopping
Will
in.
started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
You discovered a hint. It was a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. Tom Watts. Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on the citizen, unlike hints to increase the amount. Interesting. I don't really plan on feeding on him, so we're fine on that.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Are they stupid or something?
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Citizen hints. As a vampire, you can force citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered. Blue prompt.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
Who is he?
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Yeah. Dangerous?
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight?
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Why lie to me?
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Fair enough.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Gotcha.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this.
Fatigue, healthy. Huh. Side by the boat. I'm not jumping in the water, so.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Britons working together, skilled workers in engineering and kindred trades, enroll today as war munition volunteers. Support the men at the front with a plentiful supply of munitions. You will not suffer in wages. Get to the factory line, feed the firing line. Interesting. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. And we're back. Alright, go into the boat, get into the bottom of this. This motherfucker.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Jesus. Examine the wound.
This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
Examine the outfit.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
Pick up the
What's
note.
this? Some sort of note.
Examine the
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
Move on.
There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
There it is. Oof. That looks bad. There are enemies in here. Opportunity attack. Alright. Follow the blood trail. Hang on. Not what I wanted. There is this thing. Bullets! Just triangle. There are equipment press triangle to use your ranged weapon. Take both standard damage and stun damage. Limited.
Crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
I'll equip it. Details. That is. How do I? There we go. There we go. Okay, now that I've got that all figured the fuck out. Follow the blood trail. Leads that way. Go up here real quick though. You never know what you'll find if you're not a loot monkey. What's up? Thanks, bud. Shotgun shells. Isn't that fun? Shotgun shells. We can get a fucking shotgun going on. Money. Money, money, money. Money.
It's locked, all right.
Damn. Hoop. Alright, so. vampire senses. Let you spot enemies around. Enemy cards. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistances: melee, range, blood, shadow. Orange indicates medium, red is high. Okay, so oof, what are you? There's no. Where the hell are you?
Leech spotted! Watch out!
Ah! Gimme!
Bloody leech! Watch it! It's a killer!
Gotcha. Ooh, what's that? Hey, Josh. Bullets and shillings. Nice. Bullets and shillings. So you've got no resistance.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves! Filthy piece of shit! Get them weapons ready! We found one!
I'm just gonna kill you with my bite.
Filthy piece of shit!
Uh-huh. Ugh. Fight him. Gotcha. Take that. Now there's someone up there. Ooh. Practice new tactics. Yoink. Was someone up here?
Over there!
Thank you. I'm enjoying the pistol. I've always enjoyed the sword gun combo though, or like the single-handed sword. Always just good choice, man. Just good choice. You either have one that's a ranged and one that's a melee option. I have a new gun. Range of sawed-off shotgun, mostly used short-range defensive weapon. Mag 2. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if I want to really. Those are items. Okay. Reload time's better. Mag is terrible. Damage is up by quite a bit. Screw it, why not? Just for a little while. See how it goes. Hup. There we go. There's the regular way up. Safe house. Sweet. Money. Oh, another dead guy. Common handle part and a lead plate. Lead plate. Alright. Find some more shit. Upgrade some shit. A melee weapon to upgrade it. Go with the machete. Upgrade your weapon to level. Customize slots. Sure. Increased damage or enhanced handling. I mean, that's cool. Revolver. Nope. Shotgun? Nope. Alright. Steak. Nope. Alright, cool. Alright. So, there's that. Let's spend some experience. Now, bite damage is great, and it's definitely useful. Blood capacity, big thirst. Increase your blood absorption when using bite in combat. Alright, defensive. Blood barrier, duration 5 seconds. Coagulation. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Oh, that could be handy. But I don't really use these things. Why are you locked? Level 6, okay. Extra health would be cool, I guess. And do I have enough for anything else? 1,000. Bite level 2. 300. Blood capacity level 1 is 300. Alright, so no. Just confirm everything. So increase my health. Hup. All these boys are back. I ain't worried about them. I mean, I guess it would be useful to kill them.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
What's this? Lead rod. Someone in here. Used scythe. Two-handed weapons. Its special ability, a scythe versus used to parry an incoming attack, inflicting heavy stun damage timed correctly. Again, like I was saying, love the one-hand.
I cannot enter.
Fucking thing.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, my arm. I can't feel it.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Can I change my equipment mid-combat? Because I'm not inflicting any stun damage. Like, at all. You bedeviled creature. Ah, get off me. God damn it. Used bludgeon. Oof. There's bodies and shit everywhere, man. Check on the victim. Well, first, I want to open shit. Rod, aluminum shards.
Let me go.
Excuse me.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Oh yeah, she's like you. 100%. 100%.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Yes, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Just a moment. Blood sample on William's corpse.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood. It's locked.
Or just won't open from this side. I want up there. I want up there. Alright, Doc, I guess that's it.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
No, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
A name. All I'm asking.
As peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal. If If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
We're in the middle of the canal.
Then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed.
Affliction.
Take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Not much choice.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
He's now my employer. Alright. I dig it. Dig the fuck out of it.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
All right. Hey, look at me. Looking good, man. Eliza Williams' blood in the hospital.
It's locked, all right.
District status healthy.
It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the secret of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much experience you obtain from the particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more experience you get. Cool. To drink blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them. The sight from others, your mesmerism level must be equal or higher. The citizen's resistance.
Bring this fading light.
Oh, the red trail may prey into the shadows.
Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Oh, so I'm forced to kill this one. Press X to embrace Clay Cox or circle to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive speed boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gain.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Okay, so I'm not forced. Okay, cool. Whoo! Alright.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
I'll make it. I'll figure it out. Besides, if I'm gonna kill someone like that, I think what I'm gonna do is wait till they're at like the best quality they can get. Aluminum powder. Enter the hospital. Glass vials.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Oh, thanks. Details. Serious. Oh, is this my health status or her health status?
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Strange.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Always use your manners. Always be polite. Hello, nurse.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Noted. Your life in London. Situation
How
here.
are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
I bet.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Fair enough.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Oof, that's kind of rough.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippins. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Fair enough.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Fair enough. Medical checkup.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Okay.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright. Interesting. Glass vials. And you, sir.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh? Your life in London. Smuggling
weapons?
Are
you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
I mean, the man makes a fair point. Situation.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is alright? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
Fair enough.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Fair enough. See what you got?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Agreed. He's got Milton shotgun. Not bad. Alright. Take a look around, take a look around. Alright. That's the nurse I was just talking to, right? Yeah, okay. That's the nurse I was talking to a minute ago.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Patient.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Oh. Alright. Oh, the stability of the districts. Okay, that makes more sense.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Okay.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades.
I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your
Have a good one.
Activities.
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
On every street.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
A euphemism, huh?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
That's fair. How's the staff
How is
coping?
the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why
does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Ooh.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
All right. You're on talking to people all the time.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about.
Old and tired?
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Mm-hmm. You served for
Where
long.
were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
None taken.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful.
Oh.
Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
That's a fair point.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Pure disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
It's locked.
GI-16. How you doing, Father?
Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Horcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Fair enough.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
So you know them?
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Clay's still here.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Fair enough.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Fair enough.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
I see.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Possibly. Probably not. Already talked to her. Hello, Doctor.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Hang on.
I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Sorry, that was my day job. Life in London.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Uh-huh.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Truth.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
He very much does not like me.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Very much does not like me. Which is fine.
I will not let you down.
Don't much care if I'm liked or not. You.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, this is,
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Wrong person. I don't want to talk to you. Hello, sir.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Fair enough. Oof. Treatment for fatigue.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Fair.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Okay.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Oh, no.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick.
Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Nor do I want it tolerated in this one.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Alright, so... there's Crane, patient, doctor, already talked to.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness.
That's true.
But you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Which doctors?
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Fair.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Fair.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Still words to calm the children, Owen. As for me,
How many people are there to talk to in this hospital? Like, good lord. Due to influenza, the hospital can no longer take any patients. Hospital full. Please go back home. Wow. Okay. That's not that surprising, to be completely honest. Doc, have I talked to you? I think I've talked to you. Have I talked to you?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Thank you
yes,
for your time. We'll talk later.
I did talk to you. Alright, so there was a nurse.
It's here again. Time has lost its
Talk
effect
to you two, talk to you. Nurse, I believe.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Nope. I had a hint from you.
How is the Pembroke Star?
Not well.
Alright.
How would you
It's serious.
Alright.
How long?
We're long in.
You'd be.
Alright, so.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Do I need someone to expound on it then? So I can get a proper explanation? Name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Alright. Storeroom? Possibly? Ah, that's the back alley. Alright, cool. Not worried about that. Sorry, just a bit of exploration. Find everything.
It's locked, all right.
Long letter.
Good
You
evening,
are...
Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Nurse Hawkins. I don't want to talk to Nurse Hawkins right
Goodbye,
now.
Nurse Hawkins.
Wrong one. Fire and Sun. Guardian Predwin. So I found two-handed weapons. Dyson Delaney. You are... Oh, you're the guy from the bar. Sean Hampton. Milton Hooks. Alright, so that's my current quest for that. Alright, cool. So that leads... Is that the hospital garden? Like a junk. Oy oy oy. These fuckers. They always pop up. I've literally seen 7 different names that all post the same fucking thing. Shit's irritating. So I have an office up here somewhere. Don't think this is it.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes.
That's a fair point.
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Fair enough. Main story. Refill ammo. Box. Power and shillings. What's this? Jonathan and Asner's Crane secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive. It's not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep. Just mere mortal after all. I also give orders to let you rest. Never enter your room. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night. Raising any suspicion, I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but This guy will allow you to enter and exit the hospital without being noticed. Imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have enough of your species to understand what you must. Copy of some notes concerning what I've discovered about Akin last few years. Feel free. Very cool.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Let's get it some water. That's wild. Alright, so that's the information he was talking about. Locker. Can I open the locker? Apparently not. Can I water my plant? Screw it. I want to make this, but I can't. Analyze. Serums. Light regeneration serum. Light regeneration. 300 health points instantly, then 100% health points over seconds. So you... For better damage, you have slower attack speed. You're a single-handed weapon, which is useful. Alright, level 2. I'll probably use the bludgeon. Junk. Recycle.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Can you imagine just having all that time? You know? That's rough, dude. Like, being on the night shift is rough enough, but... Oy. Bite damage. Well, I've got something that does bludgeoning, so... Bite damage would probably be a good idea. Suble's right, man. It could be a good idea. I can't unlock you yet. Body condition, physical prowess. 300. I don't think I have enough for fucking anything. Science. Keep getting to confirm it all. Oh, the tactical things. Damn it.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? The flower's dying. It needs water.
I'm not one to make waves, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
Hello, nurse.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
No.
What type of hospital are you running?
Uh-oh.
No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
Alright.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
And I'm sorry for yelling at you. I mean to hello. A note. T. Elwood's medical file. Bottle of cheap gin. So what did I just grab? I keep pushing the wrong fucking button. Bludgeoning. Ooh. Stamina. Able to cut through bone. Details. So it's just a fucking hacksaw. That's cool, because this also does stamina damage. Dr. Reed. My nameplate. Excuse me a moment. I want to upgrade my hacksaw because apparently it's one of my better weapons. Oh, I don't have enough anyways. Okay. That's fine. So I should do this sub assignment too, shouldn't I? Get a bit of extra experience. So the side mission. Not sub assignment. So the door up here is just locked. Alright, cool. God, this way. So back here, there's what? A patient somewhere that's...
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Keep... oh. Ooh, hey boy. Dirty blood sample. Alright, cool. In the garden. Alright. Lead stick. Oh. Ooh, hey boy. Oh, that's not what I wanted. A heavy resistance to being shot at. Ah, get off me! Dirty blood sample. Take it. Out of the old morgue. Find the lost wallet. Photography of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Aye. Aye, they have. Bring back the wallet to its owner. Oh, so I already have the wallet. That's cool. Yoink. Bullets and shotgun shells. So this is the old morgue, eh? That's cool. The old morgue, healthy. Find some shit, basically. Glass vials. I get the feeling there's more here than I want to know. Glass vial. Door to the old morgue.
It's locked, all right.
Alright. Something in here? Money. Money's useful. Nothing is in here. Actually, I wonder what is better. It comes to just straight up damage. So they're both the same, actually. This all has better attack speed, though. Alright.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Cigarette case. There's just bodies lying everywhere. Bullets and shotgun shells. Awesome.
It's locked.
No, of course it is. Ooh, money. Money's fun.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Find sodium somewhere or another. Hypochlorite? Sodium hypochlorite. What the fuck is sodium hypochlorite? Bottles of alcohol. Useful.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
There we go. That's what I want. Eat shit, motherfucker. Alright. Another body. Watery rich blood sample. And I can't get through there, that sucks. Let's go down. Motherfucker. You gonna fucking vanish on me?
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Bullets. Bullets useful. And more bullets. Eat it. I'm finding something. Some kind of chemical. It's probably useful. Money! Found money. Money! Money is always useful. Should have a light. Something. Alright. Use listed knife. Blood absorb. Use acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Press triangle. Directly absorb blood. Oh, nice.
It's locked.
A new system investigation available. Cool. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start by tracking the square, then access map to locate. Explore. the harder they fall. Find out the cause of death. Alright. Fisherman. Natural death. Oop. Momentarily.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Oof.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's locked.
There's got to be a key somewhere. Glass vials. No, but before I do that, I want to go and look into some other shit. Because like, I don't know. You can't go that way, so I have to go down here. Okay. What's in here? Oh. I was going around in a goddamn circle. That's fun. That's fine. Feast on him. Kill him with it. I don't know if that does anything. Open the door? Oh, okay. I guess we are... Alright. Suspicious. Damn it. Damn it. Fuck. That did not go as well as I wanted. You've been defeated. Blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. Yes, I know, but I'm also trying not to kill anyone. Don't want to kill anyone. Thank you. There we go. What? Alright, so full health. Everything's just back. Actually. Three blood absorption. This is stun. To me.
It's locked, all right.
There's nothing I can do about it. Be more careful. Ouch. can pause it.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
Oh my god.
To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
In proper dosage. It was not an easy boss fight. It just wasn't. Irritating as it was, though. Muslim's enigmatic formula. Ooh, workbench. Alright, a treatment for fatigue. Ooh. Bronchitis for cold. For pneumonia. Okay. Sepsis, and fatigue. Ooh. Light blood serum. Generates 60 blood points instantly. Dig it, dig it. Just get me a bunch of stuff. Upgrade offhand weapon. Blood absorption's cool. Stun is better. I think. Add 3 stun points with hits, or decrease stamina consumption. Both is useful. Can I upgrade you? No, I can't. I want to upgrade you. Oh, you can upgrade a lot. Stamina consumption, absorb blood, weapon hits. Stamina consumption, weapon hits. Consumption, weapon hits. Okay, so I can just increase the amount of blood that it absorbs. That's fine. Increase damage. Decreased reload time. Ooh, decreased reload time is good. Okay. There's that. Bench, crafty. Alright. Boss battle. Got everything. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm hoping there's nothing. I just want out of here. God, these fuckers are everywhere now. God, get off me. I didn't like this. There we go. A watch. Alright. Leave out the back again. CD. If you're not strong enough, remember that blood from citizens is the fastest way to evolve. Yes, yes, I know. There we go, now it's loading. Hang on. All right. Let's return his wallet with his beautiful little picture.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
How about the fact you're working together?
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody's as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Hey man, do what you do. I'm not.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
True enough. True enough. As long as you can keep it under wraps.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Fair enough. When you see that much shit, it's hard to...
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
It's hard to be positive when you see some shit like that. So I can't really blame him for that. So have a good one, Milton. Sorry about your luck. So where's Nurse Hawkins anyways?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Damn.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
There you go. I do need to craft some fatigue for a couple of people. But... for today...
I cannot enter.
So what do I have to make then? Fatigue? I need a couple of these, so... Those down below me. Oh, I have to rest before I can do much else anyways. City's not exactly opened up for me yet. Except I'm sure it will be. It's usually how these type of games go. Senses, look for systems. Milton. Beatrice Goswick.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, Nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Fair enough. Diseases... oh, excuse me. Decreased blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal him. Patient in the room behind Dorothy. Check the medical status. Rat in the hospital.
This hospital seems to be falling
I'm all right.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I want to talk to you.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
R1 to check. Healing system will increase the blood. XP, health.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Fair enough.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
As would most mothers.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured, you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor,
It's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
How painful is your...
So painful.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Personal questions, just nothing.
Goodbye.
I have nothing to ask you about then. That's fine and dandy. There's two doctors here. Excuse me.
I'm quite busy right now, Doc.
Oh, I've already talked to you.
Thank you.
You? Have I talked to you?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed.
Okay.
I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Fair enough.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Well, bud. Apologies.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Alright.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Fair enough.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Alright, so that's cool. Our systems flow provide you with a massive boost. Read the cabins.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Alright. So let's go level myself up, and then I believe that I have to go for the night. At least most night. Let's go to me office. Oh, that's a fun little way out. What is this? Shadow Veil. Use prosthetic when walking. Basically turn invisible. Spring. You perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. Drain your stamina, fade into shadows, and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in the state will drain more stamina. You will exit the shadows if you attack or dodge. Okay, that's cool. I think the next, oh, it's 600 though. And I can't, just level 6 required anyways. So we'll get this boy. Oh, it's 500 though. Oof. And you are another 500. Let me just. Incredibly useful. Body condition. Extra health. Extra stamina is good. Alright, there we go. Major district events. Eliminate the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade district health status. Diseases spreading among citizens. Take the unhealthy area district becomes if district health status drops critical ill per. Okay. So Clay Cox treatment for fatigue. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Now I have to go, unfortunately, so. Turn to main menu. Hopefully it's saved. Thank you all for watching. Thank you anyone that watches in the future. And anyone that's watching on YouTube. Again, thank you so much. Consider following and or subscribing to me if you enjoy what I do, and tell your friends. Get more people in here. I'd love to talk to them. I'd love to hang out with people. So until next time, bye bye.